All right, in today's lesson, what we're going to talk about is application problems. So what we're going to do is we're going to apply what we've learned in similar triangles and apply them to real world problems. So I think this is pretty cool actually, because we can find different measurements without actually measuring the objects, but applying the similar triangle theorems that we've learned in the past. So let's jump right in and let's do example number 1. So number 1 says that Paul is 6 feet tall, and he notices that he casts a shadow that's 5 feet long. He then measures that the shadow cast by his school building is 30 feet long. How tall is the school building? Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not going to get out there and measure a school building with measuring tape. I think that's a little impossible. But this is a cool way of using our math and using our similar triangles to figure out how tall the building is. So let's draw what we have. So first, let's draw Paul. So we have Paul here, and he's 6 feet tall. And his shadow is 5 feet long. Okay, and we have the school building. The school building is X, because that's what we want to know, and it has a shadow of 30 feet long. Now, something that's important is that the sun, which is up here somewhere, which we haven't seen in days, all right, is casting that shadow at a certain angle. And that angle is the same for both Paul and the building. So why is that important? Well, if I go to the top of Paul's head and connect it to the end of the shadow, and if I go to the top of the building and connect it down to the end of the ground where the building shadow, those two angles are congruent. Also, Paul and the building form right angles. So my two triangles are similar because of angle, angle. Now that I know that the two triangles are similar, I can set up a proportion to solve for the size of the building. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to set up 6, because I'm going with my corresponding sides, 6 over x equals 5 over 30. I'm going to cross multiply, and I'm going to get 5x equals 180. I'm going to divide both sides by 5, and x is going to equal 36. But do be careful, because the answer is not 36. The answer is 36 feet. That's answering the question. Okay, let's jump right in on number 2. It says a child is 4 feet tall, casts a 6 feet shadow, at the same time that a nearby tree casts a 30-foot shadow. What is the height of the tree? All right, this time I'm going to draw it without the sun, without the picture of the child. So that's my child, 4 feet. All right, my shadow, 6 feet. And then my tree is going to be x, because I want to know the height of the tree, and its shadow is 30 feet. Once again, two triangles, two right triangles at that. All right, so I'm going to set my proportion. I'm going to have 4. This time I'm going to do a little different. I'm going to have 4 over 6 equals x over 30. I'm going to cross multiply. I'm going to get 6x equals 120. I'm going to divide both sides by 6, and x is going to equal 20 feet. Be careful, it is 20 feet. All right, example number 3. A girl, 4 feet 8 inches, feet casts a shadow of 2 feet. At the same time, a nearby tree casts a shadow of 24 feet. How tall is the tree? All right, so let's start drawing the girl and her shadow. Her shadow is 2 feet, and she is 4 feet 8 inches. That's my triangle. And then I have my tree. The tree's shadow is 24 feet. And I want to know how tall the tree is. So that's going to be X. At right angles. Now, there's something that jumps right out at you, and you should notice right away. And what is that? Yep, you have to convert this all into feet or into inches. Now, the easiest way to do this is to convert each one of these into inches. So, my 4 feet 8 inches, well, I'm going to 4, that's 4 times 12 plus the 8, so I'm going to get 56 inches here. I'm going to convert my 2 feet into inches, and that's going to be 24 inches. Then I'm going to convert my 24 feet, and that's going to be 288 inches. All right, we have to be all in inches. We can't go with both. All right, so now I can set up my proportions. So I'm going to have 56 over 24. That's going to equal X over 288. I'm going to cross multiply. I'm going to get 24X equals 16128. Okay, I'm going to divide both sides by, oh, not that. I'm going to divide both sides by 24, and X equals 672, and that's in inches. Now, you can leave that, or you can convert it back into feet, and when I convert it back, I get 56 feet. So either one of those work. Now, example 4. This one's a little tricky, all right, but we have to draw. If we draw it, then we're in good shape, but it says a 12-foot ramp is used to load freight on a truck. A point 3 feet along the ramp is 6 inches above the ground. How far above the ground is the upper end of the ramp? All right, so again, let's draw the picture. Oh, I don't like that one. So I know my ramp is 12 feet. All right, 12 feet long. Now, it says a point 3 feet along the ramp. So let's go here, 3 feet. So from here to the end, let's use a different color. So from here to the end is 3 feet. And it says that that is 6 inches above the ground. So that is going to be, because our ramp here, this is the ground, that's going to be 6 inches. You want to know how far above the ground is the upper end of the ramp. So that would be X. That is here. I should use a different color, and I will. So that is X. That's what we're looking for. All right, so we have, again, 2 similar triangles that we can use, but we do have a problem in that one of these measurements is in inches. So what I did is I separated the triangles, all right, and so I drew them separately, and I converted them into inches. So what I have is the big, just so you get a picture, is going to be 144. That's 144 inches. All right, converting the feet into inches, and that's going to be x. And then my second one the small one, is going to be 72 and 36. So it's going to be 6. So that's 6. Sorry about that. It's not 72, but it's 6. So my proportion is going to be x over 6 equals 144 over 36. I'm going to cross multiply. I'm going to get 36x equals 864. And then I get x, when I divide both sides by 36, x equals 24. So that's 24 inches or 2 feet. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to write your key ideas down for this lesson, and then I want you to start or work on your check for understanding, or check your understanding. So really important that you put those key ideas in your own words, and then use the examples to answer the questions for your check for understanding. Now remember, something to remember I think is really important is watch if you have inches and feet, and if you have to do some conversions. Thank you, and I'll see you in class tomorrow.